welcome back. I am so excited to bring this video out right now. I couldn't wait to share it. I am starting my Panda palette project for 2016, and if you haven't watched the progress and my finale for the Panda palette for 2015, I'll link that video up here. But if you watch already that video, you know that I will incorporate the same palette. This is the Naturally Pretty by IT Cosmetics. I know a lot of people finished their eyeshadow palettes that they decided to pan for 2015, and that's awesome. And I've seen a few people that didn't, and they're just so sick and tired of the eyeshadow palette that they don't want to add it for 2016. Now, that's not the case for me. I really learned a lot of things about this palette, about my taste in makeup, and about placement of eyeshadows, because I was kind of forcing myself to use this palette and kind of show pan of all of the eyeshadows by the end of 2015. So it was kind of a challenge, but then at the same time I felt like, I don't know, I learned so much. If you want to know, what I learned and everything, the finale video will be up here somewhere in the eye. But basically today I want to share with you the progress that I have this far on this eyeshadow palette, tell you a little bit how I intend to use these eyeshadows, and also share with you the extra bonus palette that it's not really a palette that I will add to this project, and that is something that it will fit more for the goals that I have for panning on this 2016. So if you're interested in knowing all those things, then just keep watching. I'm gonna go ahead and get started by showing you how I did on this palette and where the starting point is. I want to say that I'm gonna take close-up pictures of each one of the updates, and I will do an update once a month. That was one of the things that I didn't do right last year, because I needed to do the update to keep myself motivated, and I didn't, because I was kind of discouraged. It was quite a journey that it ended up being one of the most amazing ones. But if you haven't done one of these projects, you need to do one so you can see. And if you really stay in the challenge, even when you feel like discouraged and like you're not doing much progress like other people, I will assure you that you are gonna learn so much about your taste and how to kind of cheat yourself into different colors and find things that you may have never tried otherwise. I mean, for me, it was quite a journey that I enjoyed, and I learned so much. Now, with this palette, as you can see, I have the color Sheer Joy, that it's completely done. I also have the color Love, that is completely done, and the color Noir. Now, I finished the color Noir because I wanted to prove something to myself, and I did. And I just don't have a black color, so I would be incorporating other black colors that I have in other palettes, or maybe single eyeshadows. But as far as what the colors that I have here to work with, as you can see, I have the color Soft Light, that it does have quite a bit of pan showing. That is a tricky color. It seems like it's matte, but it's kind of satin finish when you apply it to your lid. Now, I still love it, and it's not one of the warmer tones in this palette, but I still enjoy it. It has like a gray undertone. Now, I also have the color Sunrise, which is one of my favorites, and I stopped using that color because I wanted to concentrate on the darker ones. So it does have some pan showing, but not too much. I also have the color Warmth, which has quite a bit of pan showing, but I still feel like this is gonna take me some time, and I love that color for all over the lid before I start to blend any other eyeshadow, so I don't think it's gonna stay here for much longer. I also love that color for blending, so if I have the transition color and I want to blend it into my brow bone, that's the color that I go for. I also have Sunset, which is a reddish color. My favorite color out of all this eyeshadow, I think it's Sunset. It's just one of those colors that work for my undertone, and I think that it makes the look much better. I also have the color Soulful, which is a very pretty color that I love to use as a transition color. Also All Heart, which is a little deeper than Soulful, but I love to use it in my crease, and also to sometimes deepen out my outer V. But then on top of that, I apply a darker color. It's just a multi-purpose kind of color. Now, Mocha, it's a tricky color. I don't know why. It's like a greenish, grayish color that I've been mixing with other eyeshadows, and I've been creating the most beautiful looks. since I kind of stopped being afraid of that color. So I'll share that with you pretty soon. I also have the color Java, which is one of the colors that I was using for my eyebrows, but I'm trying to finish my Anastasia Deep Brow Pomade. So I'm not going to use this for my eyebrows. I'm just going to continue to use it maybe in my outer V or use it on my crease. I also have the color Violet, which is one of the colors that I use especially for deepen the outer V before I apply a darker color, and also into my inner corner whenever I want to do that kind of sandwich method where you put the darker colors in the outer V and the inner corner, and then you put the lighter color in the middle. I also love Iconic to put on top of Violet and deepen out the outer V. And I mean, as you can see, it has a lot of pan showing, which I'm excited, and I think Violet and Iconic could go, you know, together. Maybe I would finish them both together because I use them every single time I use those two colors. I use them together. I also have the color Midnight, which is a very dark blue, but very, 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 very dark blue, and that's one of the colors that is kind of tricky for me to use, but I still found a way. It's just that I use so little of this eyeshadow that I know it's gonna take me some time to finish it, but I'm gonna focus on different styles, on different looks, and hopefully I can finish it too. I also have the Transforming Pearl color, which is you know, a kind of shimmery, and that's gonna be the color that it's gonna help me finish the darker colors in this palette. So that's as far as I'm with this eyeshadow palette. I wanted to show you that close-up and talk a little bit about each one of those eyeshadows, just so you know where we're starting. And as I mentioned, I'm gonna do close-ups and before and after every single video, because I feel like when I do that in the updates, it keeps me motivated. Now, for the second part, this is gonna be like my, I don't know, custom palette that I'm gonna be panning this year, and it has 2 Mary Kay cream eyeshadows, 2 Color Tattoo by Maybelline, and 1 Paint Pot by MAC. I mean, these are some of the products that I intend to finish by the end of 2016, and these are also some of the products that I buy the most and use the least. So it's pretty ridiculous. When I say it out loud, it sounds ridiculous, but that's my case, and I can't just pretend that it's not true. So I'm going to share with you those colors that I want to finish because I don't want them to dry out on me. The first color is the color Glacier Gray, and as you can see, I mean, I had to revive it. Whenever I say revive it, I always link that video up here or in the description box so you can see how I do that. But basically it looks kind of messy because I just did that. Once these eyeshadows expire, they change the consistency and you can't really use them anymore. Or they give you a lot of work, so that's why I want to finish this one. I also have this other one, and this is the color Metallic Taupe, and as you can see, it's a very pretty color. It's what I have in the center of my lid today, and it's perfect. So whenever you're gonna apply any kind of eyeshadow, you can also use this with a matte eyeshadow and cover it, and it gives an extra dimension, which I do like. As you can see, I mean, I have some progress into this area, but it still needs a lot of work, and I don't know how long it's gonna take me. For the paint pot, I have Painterly. This is by MAC, of course. That's what it looks like. It's very pretty. It's easy to just wear because I put it all over the lid, and then I apply like a translucent powder, and then I put any cream eyeshadows or powder eyeshadows, and it's perfect. I love that color, but I had it in my collection for over 2 years. Then I also have a Color Tattoo. This is Bad to the Bronze. This is what it looks like. I worked on this some time ago, and I fell in love with it. I didn't know that I was gonna enjoy this color so much. I bought it with all the hype when this color just came out and when people started talking about it in YouTube, and then every time I wore it, I couldn't make it work for my undertones. I felt like it looked kind of grayish and not so good on me, and then I started to use it more and combine it with different eyeshadows in one of the project pans from last year, and I fell in love with it. And then this one, it's Vintage Plum. A lot of people say that this is really hard to blend, and it is kind of hard to blend if you compare it to the shimmery ones, but I don't know, I want to finish it because I feel like it's changing consistency and it's kind of pulling from the sides. It's a pretty color. I like it. Now, I've been using it with different brushes to see how I like the look best. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you follow along throughout this 2016 and you just stay tuned for different looks that I'm going to create with these eyeshadows, and hopefully that will help you, inspire you for different projects that you may have going on, especially Project Pan or Panda palette projects that you have going on right now. I hope that this kind of video helps you to get motivated, and I'm really pumped with this 2016. I want to make this work. I want to finish this product as soon as possible, and I really been enjoying combining them and finding different looks to make them work. And now that I know that I can wear those darker colors without making my eyes smaller, it's like I feel extra motivated. So anyways, if you want to follow me on Instagram so you can see different eyeshadow combinations and different updates that I will do there, I'll leave it in the description box down below. I will also leave my Facebook and Twitter if you're interested. Usually all the pictures that I share on Instagram, they go directly there, so if you don't have Instagram, you can check them out there. If you're doing one of these projects, remember to leave the link in the comments down below so I can check it out as well. Thank you so much for your support throughout this 2015 in this project. I hope I can count with you in this 2016 and we can just exchange ideas and different tips so we can make this project work. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Mwah!
I could swear it's been 700 degrees in here since you came.